I got my 22 cal bullpup out here. It's set at 2200 psi, 2 turns in on the hammer spring. Usually shoots around 890-ish with 18 grain H&N pellet. I'm shooting the FX 1813s this time. And in this video, I want to see if a leaky air gun affects anything while you're shooting. I've been seeing a lot of comments lately on both channels about their air gun leaking. And I just wonder and test it out to see how much it affects downrange, whether it's grouping, whether it's accuracy, whatever it happens. Hopefully I could see here. So I haven't dry fired this gun. I'm going to go ahead and do that because about 1 to 200 psi above 2200. It's resetting slowly. There it goes. All right. And I got about 3,800 psi in there because, you know, obviously in the cold wintertime months, you're going to use more air. Just the properties of air. I mean, your tires in your car show a lower psi. So, but anyways, so this is the way it is as a control group. And I'm going to shoot 35 yards again. I got a camera down there rolling. Okay, it's on 9 power. Got the chronograph on. See what happens here. Guess it didn't pick it up. All right. Let's try again. Take about, let's do 7 shots or so. Oh, try disconnecting it and reconnecting it. Okay, it's connected. All right, it's not working. Go down here and check this out. I can't see. It's getting dark. All right, I see where they're impacting now. You can only deal with the light when you got it. When you don't got it, you can't see. All right. Well, that's great. Chronograph's not running, or working, I should say. There it goes. Finally. Didn't read that one. Let's go ahead and shoot the rest of these. It looks like, from what I could tell, they're just piling in the same hole now. right, that's it. Okay, so we caught a couple of them at 840. Go ahead and load up this again, and then now we're going to make the gun leak. I'm gonna open the degas screw a little bit so I can hear it hiss and shoot. But those 10 shots from a 3800 fill, I'm down to about 3300, so I used 500 psi for 10 shots in this cold weather. It's probably around 32 degrees right now. I can feel it. My hands are getting frigid. So I'm gonna have to hurry up here before I freeze my fingers off. Okay, now I'm going to make the gun leak because mine does not leak, but I want to see if it matters. Okay, got a small leak. I better hurry before I run out of air. Probably extreme leak, but it'll work for this. Just to prove a point.
805. 807.
Wow, are you kidding me? Hurry here.
812.
Okay, I think I'm down to my last pellet.
819.
Okay, I'm going to tighten this up real quick. All right, so it looks like down there, I'll go down there in a little bit and show you. But even with the leak, it lowered the FPS from 840 to around 800. And then the last couple shots there were in the teens. And now we are down to about 2400 PSI on the fill pressure. Yep. Okay, the fill is 24 and the reg's still at 22. So now, worst case scenario, I'm going to cut off my O-ring delete kit here on my bullpup just to see how bad this is. If you have a leak and what happens. Now, what I just did when I had the degas screw open, it looked like it shot really good either way. Fingers are frozen. I'll have to see how cold it is because if my fingers are freezing like this, I know it's super cold. Okay, I'm gonna reload this magazine real quick. And as you can tell, I have no O-ring on the probe here. No O-ring, I cut them off. Cut the O-ring delete off, I should say. But it'd be the same way if you had no O-rings on it. Or they are not sealing. They went bad, they flatten out. They do that. Oh God, my fingers are frozen. Okay, last 10 shots. And I am done. All right, here we go. Ooh. Blue air right in my eye. All right, I'm going to cover that. Chronograph ain't reading. It's crazy. They're still right there. Well, if it's shooting this good without it on, I'm thinking it must be the consistency of the O-ring. When they go bad, they blow air out of one side and cause the pellet to not go in straight or go down the barrel straight or something, because how is it possible?
779.
There we go. How is it possible they're shooting that good with no O-ring on the probe? They always shoot worse when the O-rings are going bad, not all the way off. 780. So we're losing velocity.
772.
We're losing velocity with acting like there's a leak, but it looks like on target.
772.
All the groups are almost the same down there.
775.
All right, that's it. So we're down to 221, about 2200 psi on the reg here, guys. As you can see here. And what happened was, during each time I shot controlled, I shot with a small leak, as you heard it hiss, and then I shot with no O-rings on the pellet probe, and it still shot that good down there at 35 yards. You go down there, take you with me. Okay, 35 yards, and you can see here, I'll show you the chronograph. So it was shooting 840. Controlled, it was shooting around 800 with a leak, and it was shooting around 780, 770 with no O-ring on the probe. Let's go down here. 10 shot groups, just messing around in the cold, freezing my fingers off. 22 caliber here. Again, 35 yards. Here's the camera. Wow, look at that. I mean, no major difference. All the groups were just a hair left here. I got to readjust my scope from messing around. You could see the leak. The first shots here were low, pretending there was a leak. They were a little bit higher, but they were shooting around 800 or so. That's usually the sweet spot for the Avengers. And this right here, you could see, was the same distance from this point of impact to the impact down here, point of aim to this point of impact. And this is the same. This is almost straight across. Again, going 800 feet a second because it had a little bit of a leak. Oh, man, that's wild. So, guys, does having a leak on your air gun really make a difference? I mean, yeah, obviously you're going to lose air through the air cylinder, but downrange, does it make a difference? And I mean, like I was telling you while I was shooting, I've noticed it makes a big difference. You'll get flyers if your O-rings are going bad, but I took the O-rings off and it shot really good. I mean, that is nuts how it shot that good with the O-ring off the probe of the Avenger bullpup. So anyways, just a little fun test I wanted to share. Again, 10 shot groups to show it. I can't believe that it actually panned out like that, but sometimes you get surprised. And I thought it'd be a cool video to do, to share with you, because you probably notice your gun maybe leaks a couple hundred feet a second or a couple hundred PSI overnight. Does it really matter? Well, I guess it depends on what it is. If you're airing it up, obviously your gauge is going to show a lower PSI once the air cools down. Especially with it cold outside, it's going to drain the air a lot quicker and use more air. So there you go. So anyways, thanks for watching. I hope you liked this little experimental video. See you guys on the next one.